Welcome to Real World PDR, now with 99% less cussing by popular demand. Now that's going to exclude the podcast and the live content because sometimes those things just slip out. First things first, if you have not yet, please subscribe to my channel right now. All kinds of good PDR content to be had here. I know that you're going to love it. This video is about tools, and more tools. This is the first in a series. The rest will be available at realworldpdr.com. Remember, all Real World PDR members signed up by December 25th can win 1 week of in-person training at my shop. Okay, before I start out this video, let me make one point very clear. I get tons of questions about tools and what PDR tools for this. You're focusing on the wrong thing. Get yourself trained. Practice. A good PDR tech can do more with a screwdriver than a beginning PDR tech can do with a room full of tools like this. So first things first, get yourself subscribed, become a member on realworldpdr.com so when you buy your tools, you actually know what you're doing with them. Hey, what's going on? This is Jim with Real World PDR. Today is going to be the first of many series in PDR tools. Today we're going to focus on beginner tools and what you need to start your PDR journey. We're going to get you going for under $1,000. Let's do it. Okay, so the lion's share of your initial investment is going to be on your PDR light. It's also the most important because you can't fix what you can't see. So I have a couple of options here. Here, we've got an unlimited mobile light. Here, I've got Carl Stuckey's version. Both are excellent, and these are tools that are going to last you a long time. You could buy something from Amazon, try to make it work, but you'll be replacing that before too long. You might as well invest your money wisely now. So as far as pricing goes, the Unlimited runs about $350 to $450. Stuckey's about the same. So for the Stuckey light, expect to shell out about $425. The Unlimited anywhere from $300 to $387. That's StuckeyTools.com or LimitedTools.com. Any more, I probably reach for the Stuckey a little bit more, but really either's great. There is a third option, and that's Bacon PDR tools. I don't personally own one, so I can't vouch for it, but those that I've talked to said it's a great starting light. Now that only runs about $250. So your very first PDR rod, you are going to get a ton of mileage out of this one tool. There's no need to go buy a whole set. Right now we're just learning the basics of PDR, and this is going to do it for you. This is an 04 from PDR Finesse. Now it's only like $105, and you're going to use this for the first couple of weeks of learning how to do PDR. What you're looking for is something around 38 inches long. You want more of a bullet tip, not anything too sharp, not anything too blunt. So really 1/2 inch diameter, 38 inches plus long, standard tip, not too sharp, not too soft. Now plus, I mean, we can go 38, 42, somewhere in that neighborhood. Now most companies are going to sell this, but A1 Tools and PDR Finesse are a great place to start. The reason that we're looking at 38 inches, maybe a hair longer, is we want a balance between plenty of power and also having control. If it gets too long, you're going to lose that control. Too short, you're not going to get the leverage that you're after. Next thing we're going to take a look at here is your paddle and some knockdowns. So first things first, this is a no-brainer. This is the PDR Finesse paddle. It's only $10 from PDR Finesse. Now this isn't a lifetime paddle. This will eventually wear out over time. And that's where you can buy some of the pebble paddles that I use or whatever. Now for your knockdowns, this here is your standard Delrin knockdown. Now, a lot of different places sell some version of this. It's only like $10, but it's gonna work fine for a beginner. If you have a little bit of extra coin to spend, this one, the Hog's Tooth from Dead On Dent Tools, is one that myself and Woody Koss created, and it is an excellent beginner, everyday style of knockdown. Now, you don't need, at this point in your career, to go and buy a bunch of different knockdowns, a bunch of different tips, because remember, we're just practicing here. So from anywhere between $10 and $50, you can get a great starting knockdown. The main differences that you'll notice are longevity. Next thing, you're gonna have to get some leverage with that PDR Finesse rod that we talked about. Edgy, this is the Edgy 2.0 hanger. It's about
$25.
It's only $25. It's gonna do a fine job getting that leverage that you're looking for. Now this is a specific tool made for that job, but what I use more often than not are just some lengths of chain or one of these little rings here. Now I don't know exactly how much those cost, but hopefully I have enough foresight to put a little link down here to where you can find those. But these are a really great, super cheap alternative. Integral to your being successful in starting PDR are these hangers. So Edgy Hanger is 25 bucks. Great tool. I use it all the time. The O-rings and the S-hooks are only 4, or you can find a length of chain and get an S-hook to throw on there. It's going to do about the same thing. So Edgy Tools or A1 PDR Tools, where you find these. Okay, so now let's talk about your glue gun. Now, you can go out and buy something like an unlimited glue gun. I believe that's like a $150 glue gun, but a great alternative is this that's sold at Anson. This is actually 2 different pieces. This one I believe is
$40.
This one's about 40 bucks. This is
$20.
This is about 20 bucks. So for $60, $65, you have a glue gun that works just fine. So this is gonna be best for you if you've already got like DeWalt or Milwaukee or Ryobi batteries, because this is the thing that makes it work with this. Okay, now, in the spirit of being on a budget, this I haven't used in a long time. This is a glue gun that plugs into a wall. So Joann Fabrics, Hobby Lobby, anywhere you can find a glue gun, hot glue gun, just like this, and it's gonna work just fine. So don't think that you have to go out and spend $150 on a glue gun when you're just starting out. So now you're gonna need some glue to put into your glue gun. So you have options. Some people say, just go buy Walmart glue, just go buy Menards glue. Now, I disagree. I think you really should spend the money on some industry-specific glue that's made for this job. Your results are gonna be better, it's gonna be less frustrating, you're gonna learn better. Of course, I always say buy Tabwell. Now, I live in Indiana, and in this environment, Tabwell works great. If you live in Florida or somewhere with high humidity, Tabwell might not be the option for you. Now, if you go on AnsonPDR.com, they're gonna have a chart that tells you exactly what each of these glues is good for, what temperature, what climate, what humidity level, everything. So that's gonna give you a good guide. Now, a bag of glue is gonna cost you like 25 bucks. Here's the thing, that bag of glue is gonna last you forever. I'm talking a bag of glue can last you for months. So 25 bucks, well spent. Okay. Glue tabs. Now, I get tons and tons of questions about glue tabs. Listen, if you're just starting out, it doesn't matter. Just buy some glue tabs. You're just learning the techniques that you use with them. As you progress in your PDR career, that's when you're gonna wanna start to get funky and experiment with different types of tabs. Any of these tabs, except for that one, any of these tabs would be fine. What you're looking for is just a regular old diameter, somewhere in the middle. You don't want anything, you don't want to buy dead centers for your first tab. So I'm gonna go ahead and recommend Keiko tabs. Keiko tabs have always been pretty legit. Now these square ice tabs, they are pretty badass, and they're probably what I reach for, I don't know, about 80% of the time. Also, I like the compression tabs from Anson. Again, you just get a bag of 5. You're just practicing right now. You're just getting the techniques down. So, for you beginners, I was actually surprised when I was researching this for myself, well, Casper was researching it for me, that your mini lifters, you got a couple different options for a beginner. You have this from A1, and we also have the Keiko Robo Lifter. The Keiko is actually less expensive than this A1 thing. Buy a Robo Lifter. This thing is gonna grow with you. It's a high quality tool. You're not gonna break it. I've seen those Amazon mini lifters just get destroyed after one pull. That's not gonna happen. These things are bulletproof. And then when you get going and you wanna start using those dead center crease tabs, you already got half of the system right here. Now, if you're older and you have ergonomics in mind, never forget the Lift Right mini lifter. Now, the reason I do like this is if you're practicing a lot, if you already have wrist problems or something like this gives your wrist a more neutral lifting position. And all in all, it's just a great mini lifter. So one thing I forgot to mention is that you're gonna need some alcohol, or glue pulling is not gonna be very fun. Some 91% that you can get from Meijer, Walmart, CVS, wherever, 91% isopropyl alcohol. That's gonna be to release the glue from the panel or your tabs after you're done pulling. So that, friends, is all that you need. That's it to start learning PDR. You will be surprised how much mileage, how much practice we can get out of just those few tools. For information and tutorials about how to use these tools, you have to log on to realworldpdr.com. We will get you from beginner all the way to super advanced lessons. Practice and training like you can find on realworldpdr.com. That's where your time, money, and energy is best spent. Remember, a room full of tools like this is completely worthless to you unless you know how to use them. So let me show you how to use them. So we're looking at $400 for a mobile light, $105 for your first PDR rod. Now that's tops. A1 sells some that are cheaper. $50 tops for a knockdown, $10 paddle, $25 hanger, $60 glue gun, $25 for glue, $30 for tabs, $130 for your mini lifter, $5 for alcohol, and $65 for PDR monthly. That brings your grand total to $880, and we are fully involved in training you to be a PDR technician. And you can forego that glue for quite some time. So all of that glue system you can put off for a little while. Also, you can build a hood stand to put your practice panel on. That's going to save you a bunch of money. So remember, this is the first of many tool set tutorials. The next one is going to be your first basic full set. See all of these tutorials at realworldpdr.com, and remember, sign up by December 25th, and that will enter you for a chance to win 1 week of in-person training at my shop. Thank you all so very much for your support, and I will see you on the next video. Well, you'll see me, but I'll be thinking about you.